And live my life. Don't take it personal, but I ain't lying. I ain't hiding. I've been
You say you
praying,
first.
falsifying.
That's what's up.
I've been trying to give away, staying free, hesitating, take the time away.
I don't even see the alert.
Posting up pictures, trying to look like you're winning. I'm writing rhymes in the kitchen, soaking in moments we live in. Yeah,
You got the lunch to be on me.
taking your life to the IG. If you got my number, don't ask me, 'cause baby, I'ma pay this. I'ma pay this.
What's going on, ladies?
I'ma pay this.
Beautiful and queen, you stay right there.
Baby, don't check for me. Taking time out.
We gonna get some little Woody in today. I watched that for about 2 days. Oh, you got Jaguar Right out here still on the insane train, man. Girl. Mm-mm. And of course, you got my super Dalton Mayor down there still getting her entertainment on from the YouTubers out here, man. Well, you got the nerves to be on me. Angie Caribs in the house. What's going on, lady? Oh, what's going on, Miss Brown? What's going on? Servant, my love. What's going on? I'm the one and only beautiful and queen. We got to hear about your vacation. Yep, yep. Time out too. Gotta love this song, y'all. And live my life off stream. I'm in a place of being pure and free. Hey, I ain't worried about what's the way, only worry about me. Come on in, come on in. Turn those notifications on. You never know when I'll pop in. My favorite part here. That little slow down melody part, that melody right there. Hey, ladies, what's going on? Share the stream, share the stream. Come on in, come on in. Hopefully, we can get a little panel with some ladies up here. I was trying to finish my darn Laffy Taffy. I love the banana Laffy Taffies, but nothing outweighs my Twizzlers ever. But what's going on? Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. Again, I missed my chat again, so it's time to pop in when I start missing my chat. But I'm around. My email is on the banner. My phone number is out there. So anybody, wants to talk or email and ask some questions or share some things that you'd like for me to come on the stream and rant about, then it's there, right there. I just learned how to do that too. That's pretty cool, right? Now, all this other little extra stuff they got in here, these people talking about some upgrade. And I ain't upgrade. I'm already paying for a stream that I am not consistent on right now. And that kind of has me a little anal. You know what I mean? It's like you're paying for something that you're not using, right? As often and as much as I would love to, which I will be back as quite often to make y'all sick and tired of my crap. But I was adding that up today, y'all. It's like, oh my God. But I'm going to continue to pay for it because I will be back very consistent like I was before. But right now, you all know, because I shared it with you, I am doing some very intensive training right now. So once I get that kind of down pack and a groove of that, due to the promotion that I received, I'm learning a lot of stuff that I kind of wasn't dealing with. Not that I didn't know it, but I kind of wasn't dealing with, it to that level, right? Because at that level, y'all, I was like, I'm staying my lane on a lot of stuff. Now, what I do is argue pretty good. So um, I'm happy and I'm learning a lot. Got a lot of congratulations, you guys. Congratulations, congratulations. So that was overwhelming because it made me second guess, like, what in the hell did I just do? But I was open for the challenge and I'm going to take it on with the best and to the best of my ability to do a well job with the years that I have left working. And then once I departure from there, I'll walk with my head continuously held as high like I usually do, no matter what. But anyway, I don't know. I don't know, beautiful. I don't think I want to start with. I'm gonna come on the screen for a little bit after I'm done chewing my candy. I don't know if I want to start with this darn. What's your boy name? What's his name? That was on the stand today, honey. I watched that mess. First of all, I want to say the lead attorney is killing it with his assistants or his host over there, his assistant host, that AV girl. Today, they actually gave a shout out to Infamous Sylvia. Yeah, they did. First time I heard it. Well, Infamous Sylvia in the courtroom today decided to bring some information back to the YouTube channel about one of the attorneys was crying. Um, for some people, you may have found that interesting to know, and for some people, you may not have found that interesting to know. But obviously, it was something to share, worth its while, because our lead attorney now shouted Infamous Sylvia out for picking up on that and bringing it to the highlights. I was like, I guess, and of course, you all know. She's in the courtroom. I think Dennis Byron may still be in the courtroom. I don't know. Haven't checked over there on Dennis Byron chat for about a week or so I don't know what he's doing right now. But um, Little Woody, we might as well start with Beautiful and Queens. So I need her, if she'd like to come up on the panel, honey, because APZ, hugs and bugs, girl. Hey, bugs and hugs. What's going on, love? Yeah. Um, the 2 days that I actually watched it, beautiful, honey. You if you can't put kangaroo show in a big balloon floating across the world, honey, that's where it needs to go. When I tell you that I laughed so much on What You Mean, I lost count of how many times Little Woody would say, What you mean? Now, here's where I kind of have a problem when people like to declare that they are slow, Here's where I have a problem with that. I think that if you are consciously enough to tell people that you're slow and you've been in a special ed classes, I think you can comprehend quite a few things, right? I think the majority rules out here with the people coming to heads of terms of saying that, okay, he's definitely putting on a show. He's definitely wearing the nerves on that one attorney. Don't ask me about these people names, because I ain't write shit down. Not a damn thing, because I know all of y'all, or most of y'all, are following that case. I don't intend to follow it in depth like that. However, I did click on it and I was like, oh, well, who's this guy, on the stand and blah, blah, blah. Um, Once I heard the attorney Brian Steele, I remember his name, and we gonna get into, um, I call her hot mouth. She's a hot mouth attorney. She's excellent. She's smart. She's witty. She's fierce. But what's the attorney name that is going after Fanny? What's that damn lady name? Let me find her name, because I know I got her name written down somewhere, because at some point a time I don't like her. Sometimes I like her. Sometimes I don't like her. I'm trying. Her name is gonna come to me in a minute, right? Fanny. Oh God, the husband and wife attorney that is on the defense team for Trump. What is that damn woman's name, y'all? Merck. What the heck? I'm trying to call her name. Merch. Miss Merch, right? Ashley Merchant. Okay. I like her sometimes, and there's a lot of times that I just don't care for her. Okay. Um, I understand that she's doing her job, and for the most part, she may be doing it well. I think what made me have mixed feelings about her is the way that she had chose to handle Fannie Willis case. And I know it's a whole lot of people out here that don't like Fannie. However, I know that the game can be dirty. I get it. Fannie had a relationship and hired somebody and overpaid them and all of that stuff. But when I tell you, this woman brought out allegedly a lot of dirt that she probably knew what was going to work to bring the exposure on the allegations about Fannie misbehaving in her position, and then also um, going hard on the RICO cases, right? She's bringing them. So they have this thing around the YouTube about you get a RICO, you get a RICO, you get a RICO. I have this thing around YouTube that I would like to say is just don't be in trouble. Basically, that is the message that they're sending out, in my opinion. Stop robbing. Stop sticking people up. Stop doing the drugs that's making you go and commit a murder. Or stop, being in a gang and part of somebody organizing or orchestrating, something that may cause harm to anybody. If that would all stop, and we all know that that's not a good chance in hell, you know, then, these tough laws and stuff that they're doing probably wouldn't have to be in a bill and signed and put on people. But unfortunately, that's just the way it is. Now, little Woody is on this stand, and he's the main witness. He's the main witness in this whole story, right? And the judge, I guess, decide to have an ex parte private meeting. in the chambers. So now, of course, these long drawn out um, YouTubers, dialogue is what can happen to the judge, or was the judge right or wrong, and how was it that the judge was more concerned about this particular mole that was in his camp? He's concerned more about, who leaked this information to this attorney, Brian Steele, and more so as the people are making it sound than it is with the young thug sitting and fighting for his eternal life, um, up in the jail cell. So Merchant is up in there now, and because Judge, what's his name, Grenville or whatever, he imposed a holding in the content of the court of the law on Young Thug's attorney, Brian Steele. Now, he did cite a statute where, he would not be um, in the wrong for doing so. It was ABB 303-31A something caps B to the 3 to the, L power, something like that. It was pretty long, right? And he also, after, hey, Miss Fat, how are you? He also says that since Miss Murch and her gang barged in, which she stated that she received a call around 7 o'clock last night, and she was in some type of meeting, right? And she told the gang that, oh no, she wants to go handle this herself because, Mr. Bryant Steele is a prominent attorney over there in Georgia, and he's also part of. I didn't write it down, y'all. It's an organization or something, and Merch is the president of this thing or whatever, with the newly elect coming aboard, and that guy, he was over on the um, lead attorney show over there, right? And I actually liked him. He did very well over there, right? I was like, wow. Lead attorney ended up tapping out Monday with like 15,000 in the chat. It was rolling, and then today I think his highest was about 10,000. And ooh, child, yeah, he be raking in the money, him and his hoes. I'd be like, oh god dang, But that comes from hard work and consistency, on his channel, and he raised the bar over there. But um, I like to listen to him for the most part, along with my girl Beautiful and Queen when she come on and talk about the case, because he can structure up a lot dealing with the law terms, even though I think he says that he's a divorce attorney. But um, what I do like about shows when I tend to want to sit back and watch them, they don't have all of these antics inside of it. You know what I mean? They can tell the story where you can clearly understand it and not get lost in the story. Now, I've tried that a little bit with alleged, you know, some attorneys, allegedly attorneys. And honey, if it's just too much going on with them trying to dispute or even practice or even teach the freaking law, to the people in the community. So I was like, get the hell out of here. You ain't understand that shit. But anyway, so Miss Murch and her gang um, jumped in the vehicles, shot down to the courtroom, arrived, bust through the doors. Granville judge down there. Hey, Beauty J. Hugs, honey. Hugs. And Harlem. Hey, love. I think I got everybody right. So I'm not going to try to be on here too long, but since it's just us girls, make sure you guys give my channel a like, and I'll appreciate it. Share the channel. until I can get back consistent out here. So I miss my laughter with you guys. I think I only have one little bit of laughter for the night. But so I think the judge was like, hold up, what are all of y'all here for? Actually, let me see if I can. I'm gonna try to bring up Miss Murch in the court today. I swear to, I think Miss Murch is just drinking a lot of Red Bulls or whatever those drinks are, right? When I tell you she talks 10 times the speed of talking, it is just crazy. Yeah, you've been MIA. Yeah, you have. I'm going to have to fine you. I'm going to have to give you a fine. Yeah. So, she filed the motion, to appeal the contempt order on Brian Steele. And the judge went into explaining what was the difference of the contempt, right? And Attorney Merchant, she had a lot to say about, well, it doesn't matter. It should have never been a private exportee without the attorney Brian Steele and probably the other defense attorneys, knowing that there was some private conversations being held. All parties should have been involved. The judge begs the pardon on it by saying that not if it was a civil um, matter. So, hey, Frankie. Yeah. So he's saying that there's a big difference, and doing a civil, I guess, matter or something like that, that it was allowed for him to have this exportase. So he ended up sentencing the Brian Steele to um, 10 weekends to the 20 days, for the 20 days maximum of what the law would have allowed him to do on a content hold for attorneys, right? So he did it. So that's pretty much the whole weekend. Unfortunately, I mean the whole summer. So he's supposed to report in on a Friday night at 7 and then get released again on a Sunday night at 7. The attorney Brian Steele asks that if once he reports in and if this happens the way that he wants it to happen, will he be allowed? He wanted permission to go in there in the same cell with Young Thug so that he can continue to um, go over his case with him and stay up on his case with him, because allegedly out here in the YouTube, there is nobody out here that knows this Young Thug's case better than the Brian Steele. So it's a must that he meets with his client. But he was all for, spending the night in the cell with Young Thug every weekend from Friday night to Sunday. I was like, okay, that's dog. You ride with your dog, right? So this Miss Merch, y'all, well, she went in for her motion to appeal that contempt order um, coming from Judge Granville, and she went supersedious with it. Hi, Capone. Thank you for coming. She went supersedious with it, you guys. So, and she was granted, as of today, the supersedious, so that contempt order will hold fast. Um, the little Willie that was on the stand, which I'm understanding that is main witness, right? He um, somewhere said that he fired this attorney that was representing him in the court. She had asked this Judge Granville to be removed from this case. To my understanding, coming from the lead attorney's channel, she was only supposed to have been there for just to fill in, I think, for one day or something, because the attorney that was representing him, I guess, had a planned vacation or something like that. And she wasn't trying to hang around. So little Willie on the stand was like, yeah, I fired her. So, but then the judge did not want to um, give her what she wanted. He at first denied her from leaving his case. I guess being intertwined with about, should Woody be left without representation, pleading the fifth, doing this, he's doing all kind of things on the stand. So he probably, in my opinion, should have kept the attorney just so that he would know his rights. However, there's a however to that, right? Why would you keep the attorney if you have already allegedly been known, or people have already characterized him as a snitch? So the attorney did show a few tapings in the courtroom where he was snitching. He was snitching. So now, of course, out here in our world, they say if you start the snitching, that you are what you call it, with the feds. You already were in the bed with the feds, and so now I've learned that the little Willie guy was, I guess, friends or something with the Young Thug people at one point in time. I've learned that they done shot his mama house up, shot at him, and all of this stuff. 100% that boy is in protective custody already. If they had allegedly wanted him dead, he's going home now, like out of the building every day. They'd have got him dead. So I think that he is in 100% protective custody right now. I think that there's a lot of bitterness coming from the prosecution side, because one minute he wants to testify, and the next minute he is want to plead the fifth, and then the third minute the boy is on that damn stand really acting like a nut. Now today I saw that he couldn't hear. The other day, he couldn't see well. The pictures were blurry. This was going on. And I swear I lost count of what you mean. What you mean? He was asked today, you guys, to read the numbers on a document that she was refreshing his memory on, right? So the boy says, 2014. She says, what's the next set of number? And he said 07. And the next set dash, he said the other number, right? She goes, well, what is that date? He goes, like, oh, that's a date. I'm like, I don't know. I mean, like, the boy is really, really irking a nerve up in there. So as I was watching the lead attorney channel, they were discussing the fact that of course, he's doing it on purpose, right? And he's made the court aware that he has been in special ed classes for quite some time, right? So you got to break it down for him to understand a lot of things. Okay. I think this lady has broken everything down to its lowest term. So, and he still rebuttals with nothing, like nothing. But as I'm reading now, the general population out here is pretty much saying that it's got to be some point of time where Judge Granville will impose this, what do you call it, hostility witness, or something where he's got to start, insisting that he answers the questions, and he just won't do it as of yet. I don't know if he'll get to it. So, jumping back to the attorney that um, requested that she be removed from the case, also fired by Little Woody at the same damn time, has a hearing. Her hearing is aligned with the argument that Miss Merchant had as well. During the time that Judge hostile witness, yeah, he wasn't hostile to me. If we define hostile, hostile is more so of, it comes with a certain tone. You know what I mean? It comes with a certain tone and eruption, of the court. Hostile causes distractions, like completely terrorizes things, and but he's, so I don't know if I agree with the hostile witness. Non-compliant witness, according to, I don't know if I like hostile. He's not belligerent. He's not throwing chairs. He's not sitting up there with a crayon marking up the furniture, or he's not um, um, calling names in the courtroom. You know what I mean? So I didn't think that I would want to agree with him being hostile. I really did. So outside of that, because that's what everybody is saying, that this is something that the judge should be trying to handle, and that they should declare, this hostile witness. And of course, there's rules and the policy or regulations or whatever on how to deal with a hostile witness on the stand. He hasn't done so yet. But now that his attorney is gone, Merchant comes in, and she's breaking it down to Judge Greenville. I'm gonna see if I can pull. Oh my God! Let me see if I can find it. Y'all got to hear her talk. I swear. Let me see if I can find this. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it by typing that in. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna play a little bit of it though, right? So, um, she did state that um, the moment that he decided to hold Attorney Brian Steele, in contempt of the court, right? Immediately, he should have had an effective hearing about the situation. The judge wants to know whom this mole was that released some information that was held in an ex parte. The judge refuses at this point, to my knowledge, of not allowing them to have access to the transcripts. The public do know that there was a stenographer in this private meeting in the chambers. So either she took the notes or she didn't, but they want it. So they're going to get it too, especially, with Merchant. I swear, Ashley, y'all. Ashley been pulled your whole goddamn layer of pennies off your ass before you know it, right? But she's not going to stop now, because this is what she likes, and what her character as an attorney is known for now, and that is going after corrupted court system, kind of like Jennifer Bonjean. She will not allow people of this statute in the government to run their campaigns the way they choose to run them. And if you're breaking the law should and will apply to you with a little bit of enforcement. And that's what, you know, Ashley, in my opinion, position is. Same way that Jennifer Bonjean comes. You can't do that. That's not right. Well, they say that Judge Granville has about 30 years of militant service, right? He's served the country for quite some time, and then of course he's been in here as a judge for quite some time. So one would think that you would know what you can and cannot do pertaining to a written law, a structured written law, that you raised your right hand and took the oath to practice being fair and impartial to the people that comes through there. But they say everybody is not perfect. So what I got out of it today, watching just, like I watched the shit today, okay? I ain't getting all deep that much into it, but with this guy on this stand, he just made it a little interesting for me, right? Um, Yesterday, the attorney with the braids on there, I don't know her name, right? She did like 7 hours, right? With just she took up the whole damn court with showing pictures. So I got bored with that and I kind of left. I was like, yeah, I'll just catch some replays here and there. But Merchant is saying that Judge Granville is wrong. So Lennon Weber, really? Oh, that sucks. Is that true though, Capone? Yeah, he's APZ say he's playing the hell out of the court. Well, I want to play this when attorney Ashley Merchant comes on, and mind you, after she appeared in court yesterday, I think it was right yesterday. Um, I can't even tell y'all how many YouTube content creators or bloggers channels she has been on. She's been on quite a few. And of course, she goes on it to lay down, what should and what should not happen and what statute covers this and covers that. Oh, you say, oh, she posted it on Twitter. Oh, well, may he rest in peace. Wow. What he was like what, 80, 70 something years old, wasn't he? Something like that. Well, let's start off by seeing if we can listen to what happened with when Judge Merchant came in the courtroom, y'all. Let me know if y'all can hear it.
To be a part of, as this was a matter regarding a civil contempt that the court imposed upon a person for not obeying the court's directive.
Now, it seems like even the prosecutor thought that this could be an issue. Adrian Love asked that Steele be allowed to return to the courtroom.
We would ask that the
87.
court fashion a punishment for the contempt that affords Mr. Williams the right during these proceedings while court is in session to both counsel for both of his counsels. For Mr. Steele to be present in the courtroom, he can still be held in contempt. But for Mr. Williams to have representation of both Mr. Steele and Mr. Adams while court is in session, and that the court's remedy does not affect his ability to have his counsel of choice represent him during this trial.
Now, later in
Okay, now let me pause that because she spoke prematurely, which surprised me because she's an attorney. What do I mean by that? She had spoken as if Brian Steele was not going to appeal this. His wife is an attorney. So Brian Steele has a wife that's an attorney. Ashley Merchant has a husband that's an attorney. They all got husbands. They all in the money. They keeping that money tied into the family. However, that's here, near, there. But she said that, like, well, we need him here. He can still be held in contempt, like we don't care about that, but we need him here. And of course, they're saying that because they do not want to end up in a position where there is a mistrial on this case. Okay. But I found that, like, okay, she spoke on that so prematurely. She is aware that his wife is an attorney. She has to know when the judge imposed this contention, right, that there is going to be a motion to appeal that. But she went on by saying, well, you can still hold him if you want to, but we need him here in the courtroom. It made no sense to me. I don't know how many of you guys caught that, but let me rewind it just a little bit. Listen to her.
Proper about what happened with this ex parte meeting in chambers regarding Kenneth Copeland being held in contempt.
We certainly have the right to request ex parte communications. That's why we ask that the court reporter be present. This is a matter that the defendants did not have a right to be a part of, as this was a matter regarding a civil contempt that the court imposed upon a person for not obeying the court's directive.
Now, it seems like even the prosecutor thought that this could be an issue. Adrian Love asked that Steele be allowed to return to the courtroom.
We would ask that the court fashion a punishment for the contempt that affords Mr. Williams the right during these proceedings while court is in session to both counsel for both of his counsels. For Mr. Steele to be present in the courtroom, he can still be held in contempt. But for Mr. Williams to have representation of both Mr. Steele and Mr. Adams while court is in session, and that the court's remedy does not affect his ability to have his counsel of choice represent him during this trial.
Now, later in the...
Did y'all get that right? She was like, well, I mean, you can still, hold him in contempt right now, in contempt, but we need him here. We need him here so that we can continue to fight this case and we don't end up in a mistrial. And I'm looking at her, I'm like, well, what? Why wouldn't she say, well, we need him here until the, appeal process happen, because that's what the hell is about to happen in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Like, what? Hey, Sheila. So I was like, well, okay, maybe that was, proper, for her to say at that given moment right there, right? Because the judge had already made up in his mind that he was going to hold him in contempt, right? So now Merchant comes, and of course today, and of course she files her motion, and from what I'm learning now, that it was granted. So everything will kind of stand. He did place a date for this hearing to happen, and this hearing here, I believe, is going to be with Brian Steele, as well as the attorney that asked to be removed from the case, and at the same time fired from the case by the star witness, Little Woody, right? So at that time, when she returns, and then having Brian Steele there, I think that his angle is to find out who was the mole that released it private information that was held in that ex parte meeting, right, in his chambers. Now, there's been lots of talk about who people, may think is the mole. will the mole receive a penalty or consequences for releasing this information? Will that happen? Will the mole need an attorney to represent him or her? Is the mole the stenographer? Is the mole one of the prosecutors? Is the mole Little Woody? Is the mole Little Woody's attorney that he fired? Well, what do y'all think? Who do y'all think? Who do y'all think that it possibly could be? I think it was Little Woody and the attorney together. That's just my opinion, you know. I really do. I think that maybe it was a stenograph. Maybe it was the no. I don't know. But what's, what are some possibilities happening because he's on a witch hunt for the person that he feel violated private information that was not supposed to be released. Brian Steele would not tell him. How does he know? Or if his ear was glued to the door at the time of the meeting or any of that. He refused to share that information with the judge. So that's what was one of the prominent reasons why he placed a contempt hold on him and hit him with the maximum allowable amount for an attorney. So, what do y'all think? What do y'all think is going to happen tomorrow? Is the attorney going to come back out and continue to show and ask the same questions in a different form, shape, and fashion to Little Woody? Something else that I want to bring to y'all hindsight, right? I pay attention to this, right? Because they're talking about how she wasn't prepared when she did have time to prepare some questions or whatever to question Little Woody. Now, pay attention to this tomorrow if you are watching it, especially my girl, Beautiful Queen. When she asks Little Woody questions, right? Whatever and however Little Woody would end his question, that is where she develops her next question. Pay attention to it. So I'll give you an example. Yesterday, I believe he was asked something about a particular, it was one of the pictures. And of course, he started to say, well, no, the picture is blurry and blah, blah, blah. I can't see. So she asked him once she was able to, she zoomed in on it, right? Blowed it up, made it bigger. And of course, in this particular picture, he had his fingers, of course, in a sign language shape formed, okay? And she asked him about it. So he went on to say, well, like, I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about? It's just gang. It's just, not gang, but it was whatever. So, and he goes, well, she says, well, is that your son in the picture? I can't remember the boy's name. What do you call him? Little Daddy or Little something, right? And so he goes, yes. He goes, well, do you guys go out a lot? And he goes, well, yeah, we go to the club. Well, what club is it? Well, what time did the club start? Well, what did you wear at the club? Well, how many of you guys went to the club? He's opening the door for her to have questions. When you offer information that you was not even asked in the first question that she asked you, then you need to period your shit. Just period. Just sit there and wait for the next question. Don't go on with conjunction answers. Well, and yeah, he was my son. Well, we ain't doing none of that on Tuesdays. No, he said on Mondays. We just like to kick it to the club. That darn attorney ain't had one question about a damn club until he opened his mouth. And I get it that he says that he is special ed, right? And I get it that when we're on the stand, we feel like if we offer a little bit of information that you think that that's going to be the end of that question. You think everything is going to just be overlooked now because you threw something out there that you thought was a good deed. No, that's not what we did. We didn't hang on a car and just do the gang banging signs. On Mondays, we roll to the club. Oh, you did, huh? Well, since she couldn't get nothing out of him about that picture that she had asked and rephrased about 8 damn times, well, since you brought up the club, let me see if I can get you to admit to some things that happened in this club that allegedly that this young thug might have been involved in. And I'm saying to myself, okay, and he fired his attorney. His attorney, even though I guess want to believe that he's working for the government now, and it sucks and it's sad, but sometimes you don't know what part of life is going to throw at you to do the things that you do and why you do them. But this is where he needs his attorney, because his attorney needs to call a recess and have a moment with his client. Stop opening the door to that attorney, for that attorney to have another question for you. Just stop it. And he can't, because our mind, some people's mind is just not thinking like that. We're thinking that I can, kill this subject over here. Let me just start another subject. No, it's called poking and probing. Period. If you're going to open that door, it just may be something behind door number 3 that they can poke and probe in and make a whole big deal out of it. So when he did that, now she has a numerous amount of questions about the club. Well, you can't be mad, which he was getting very mad about, because she says, well, do you walk around this club a lot? Well, how do you get there? A whole bunch of questions, right? Well, how are you going to get mad about it? Listen to me, people, because I'm talking and I'm generalizing this right now. How are you going to get mad, frustrated, disgruntled to the attorney now? You opened that door. But we don't think like that. So write that down as a reference, guys, just in case you get stopped by the police. And the police says, well, do you know why I'm pulling you over? And you would reply, no, officer, I don't, even though you probably do. Well, I caught you. I caught you speeding. I tracked you speeding at 60, and this is a 40-mile speed zone. And you reply, oh, well, I did. I'm sorry, officer. Didn't realize that I was going that fast. That's it. That's the end of that. Now you allow this officer to make whatever decision it is that he was trying, that he will probably make on you, right? However, you'll have that officer that's going to say, well, where were you going in such a hurry? Well, officer, my daughter just got out of school. I ran a little late from work. I'm 5 minutes away from home. I just don't like for her to be at home by herself. That's it. Learn to period. Because I just answered the question and I kept it minimized. I kept my answer minimized, straight to the question that he asked. He just asked me why. He didn't say what I was doing or when I was doing it or how I was doing it. He said, why? Why were you speeding so fast? Because I realized that I'm 5 minutes late from checking out at work, and my daughter is coming home. Hi, Shannon Love. And I just wanted to make sure I get home so she's not home by herself. So it caused me to speed a little bit. That's it. That's it. Take the ticket if he's going to issue you one and go. You ever heard the rule that says say less? Say less. Oh, well, is there anybody at the house with your daughter? No, officer. Well, how old is your daughter? I'd rather not say. You have that right. But say less. Because had you said that she was 12 or 13, guess what's coming next? The law. Is your daughter old enough to be at home by herself? And so the more we talk and the more we offer information that you think may be good information that may get yourself out of this ticket or whatever, no, you're going to dig yourself a much deeper hole, because had I said that she was 10, I'd have opened up the door now for a whole nother freaking investigation. Probably would have got home and the police are already there. Yeah. So as I watched little Woody, he's opening the door. And I get it. Whether if he wants to play this kangaroo shit show on the stand and have people and become famous at it, because that's what he's getting a lot of attention. He's getting a lot of attention. Not only that, he is sitting in the courtroom staring down the barrel of people that allegedly, from what I've heard, attempted to harm him. You best to believe Woody's in protective custody. Oh, yeah. He's in protective custody. So, I just wanted to share that part with y'all and show y'all how interesting that is. But let me see if I could get to Miss Merch.
The day, and I mean the evening after 7 p.m., attorney Ashley Merchant came to court to represent Brian Steele in this contempt matter.
Judge, just for the record, is it criminal contempt that you held him in?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you said you had a hearing earlier.
Listen to her.
I know, and with criminal contempt, I told him what the contempt was, and that was he refused to tell, in order of the court, if counsel, as you know, if the court orders you to do something and you don't, that's criminal contempt. So I've asked him several times, please just tell me who it is that told me. I didn't ask her.
I don't know how to share the screen on here, or I probably didn't pay for that level to do so. I don't know how to share it, because I would really show y'all this here, because I need y'all to see it, but I don't know how to do it. This is my second time now on StreamYard. Blah, 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 blah. Let me see. And I hate to start clicking buttons because beauty will get me. What's present? Oh, it say present. Oh, okay. Oh, shucky. I got to show y'all this. Okay, screen sharing is easy. Blah, blah, blah. Some screens. Okay, so let me see if it'll let me show it. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. I think I'm on Windows. Oh, look at y'all, girl. Woo, woo. Oh, look at me. Y'all know how when y'all do some shit and you accomplish it, you be like, oh, snap. Okay, so now I think I got to hit this. Booyah. Okay, y'all, look, I am Button Pusher, honey. Button Pusher Pap. I like that name. We might have to change that to Button Pushing Pap. I like that. That's got some ring. Okay, wait. Let me get the right one up. Okay, so it's this one. Okay, so there we go. Y'all got to see her, right? Look at me, y'all. Look at y'all, girl. I do not own the rights to this video. This video is being used for opinions education purpose only under section 107, and all of the rest of it, if Ms. Brown and Shannon would apply it to the chat, please. Okay, check her out, y'all. Check her out.
Inquire about anything that was said. I just want to know who it was.
I did that thing, K-Baby. I did that.
This particular alleged conversation.
Listen to her.
For the court to be concerned about it. So.
And Judge, since it is a criminal contempt, he is entitled to due process. He's entitled to a hearing, entitled to an actual show cause, entitled to the allegations actually written, entitled to a witness list. We're entitled to present our own witness list.
Now, I don't know if Ashley Merchant went in there to school him or if she's on some power trip thing because of all of the success that she's been getting behind a lot of people going, after Fannie Willis. She on a straight power trip, and I don't care what nobody say. She's using it to the fullest. Wait a minute. Okay, I don't know how to, I better not push that. So, right? So now she bursts up in the court, walks straight over to Brian Steele, whispering in his ear, mind you, while court is in session. It's in session. If you don't believe me, I'm going to rewind it back. Let me show y'all what she does. Let me see. Let's go here. Let me see. Court is in session.
You held him in?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Brian Steele in this
Look, you
contempt
see
matter.
Judge, just for the record.
Did you see her? Did you see her? I'm going to try to freeze it. Court is in session. So I'm sitting here saying to myself, now, how Judge Granville, now, I know you got some stuff going on, but did you not see this attorney just walk in here, disrespectful as hell, and bend down to whisper into Brian Steele's ear while court is in session? She had no respect at all, but yet then she talks about the respect, the honor, the integrity of Fannie Willis and a whole lot of other people. But I'm just saying what she did right here, that wasn't attorney-like. That wasn't respectful of the courts. She walked in there like she was a judge. I'm going to show y'all one more time. The court was going on. Watch. Let's see if I can pause.
I mean, the evening after 7 p.m., attorney.
Right there. Right there. Why is she doing this to the judge? I know she's representing Brian Steele. What I'm talking about is they were in a court hearing. They're in a court hearing. She comes right on in with some of her entourage and goes straight to Brian while there's discussions. There's a hearing going on. She ain't give a damn. To whisper into his ear, apparently if I was a lip interpreter, I'd have looked closely, but she's probably saying, don't worry, I'm here. Hey, I'm ready for you for super mayor, so you might well have a seat. But I'm here. That's what she's saying. I already put my paperwork in and representing you pro bono. Ain't charging them or nothing because they on the same team, But I thought that was disrespectful. Now, we'll continue on. Now, listen to her position. Listen to how she controlled the narrative. To me, she should have came in with the robe on. And by the way, speaking of Judge Granville, I am curious to know what his T-shirt said under that robe. He's got an orange T-shirt on under his robe. He probably got on a pair of sweatpants or some workout stretch pants. I don't know. The judge got a T-shirt on. I was like, where's his shirt at with the collar? He got none of that on. He up in under that robe half damn naked. That's just my opinion. Well, that's a story.
Attorney Ashley Merchant came to court to represent Brian Steele in this contempt
Shout out
matter.
to Crime
Judge,
Flicks.
just for the record, is the criminal
Crime
contempt,
Flicks.
is it criminal contempt that you held him in?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you said you had a hearing earlier today.
I know, and with criminal contempt, I told him what the contempt was, and that was he refused to tell, order the court, if counsel, as you know, if the court orders you to do something and you
Look
don't,
at her nodding her
criminal
head.
contempt. So
Arrogant
I asked him
ass.
several times, please just tell me who it is that told you. That I didn't ask or inquire about anything that was said. I just want to know who it was. Because he's got too much detail of this particular alleged.
Now, if I must ask, now she's questioning him about Brian Steele rights. He's rightfully due process, right? He's rightfully entitled to a hearing. I don't even recollect the judge even calling her ass up. Did the judge call her up there? Did the judge have her to approach? Because to me, and I don't have the facts to this. I'm just saying, to me, it seems like that he should have controlled Ashley Merchant. And by saying that, hold on, Ms. Merchant, that this is not the actual hearing for this. If you would like, for your case to be heard to represent Brian Steele, submit your proper paperwork. We'll get your date set up and we'll go forward on that. That's all I'm saying. But she barged in here like she was Miss Thang Thang. I know that says I'm aware that Brian Steele is her client right now in the 23rd hour. I'm well aware of it. I am. But she's rude. I don't care what you say. And I'm glad we arguing today, honey. He can't control love. So, well, okay, I agree with you on that. You got your first agreed tonight. You just sit tight.
Conversation for the court to be concerned about it. So.
And Judge, since it is a criminal contempt, he is entitled to due process. He's entitled to a hearing, entitled to an actual show cause, entitled to the allegations actually written, entitled to a witness list. We're entitled to present our own witness list.
Now, always tell me, why is she telling him something that he already knows? Do you think that he needs to be reminded of those rules? I don't think so. So what is it that Miss Showcased or Caster trying to do? Like I say, sometimes I like her. A lot of times I don't. Right now, she too damn arrogant. She up in there like that's her courtroom. I get he was wrong. I understand with him, putting that man in contempt like that and sentencing him to the max out of disparity of him not receiving information about who the mole was. I get it. Hi, Pity Love. I get it. I get all of that. But at the same time, this is not Miss Merchant's hearing. You say well, come on up, Miss Beautiful. Come on up. Come on. I'm ready for it tonight. Come on up here.
Well, no, criminal contempt is different. It is on the spot. So
criminal contempt,
the due process he's going to get. That's on the spot. I told him. Plus, he's had all day to tell me who it is that is it. So a little different, Miss Merchant. I won't disagree with you, but
okay. Judge, just for the record, it's that's direct. So what you're holding him in is in direct criminal contempt.
Yes.
The issue with the direct criminal contempt is whether or not to actually hold a hearing now, whether or not it needs to be held immediately. And the problem is, if you hold him in direct criminal contempt, as you're saying that you did, you are a witness to that proceeding. And so it has to be referred to another judge. Doesn't require recusal. You actually have to sua sponte send it to another judge because you are a witness to the proceeding.
If you're anything like me, you are always claiming.
So what you say, Beautiful? You said that he was wrong. She's right to you. So in order for us to know all of that, I guess we'll have to really get into looking up the indirect and the directness of criminal contempt. Well, you know, I'm just saying we have to go look into that, because obviously he read something else differently, you know, than what Miss Murch is implying, right? So let me go back. Let's see what else she got to say. She's a whole fast hot mouth talking something, right? Well, let's go.
For your failure to comply with my earlier order today.
Let's back it up.
I'm good.
Cause he still issued the shit. He ain't give two shits what Miss Murch came in there saying with her little pretty and pink and probably got a pink Cadillac outside.
Still hold you in summary criminal contempt.
Wait.
Pursuant to OCJ 50.
Brian Steele in contempt.
Mr. Steele, I am going to hold you under.
Shout out to Crime
Fix. Summary criminal contempt. Pursuant to OCJ 15-1-3.
OCJ 15-1-3 something. Yeah, look it up.
Order that you be taken into custody, incarcerated in Fulton County Jail for no more than 20 days for this contempt. Those 20 days consisting of every weekend for the next 10 weekends.
Ooh,
and you'll be reporting to 901 Wright Street Northwest, Atlanta, Georgia, 30318 at 7 p.m. on Fridays. You'll be released on 7 p.m. on Sundays. And it's to commence this Friday, June 14th at 7 p.m. and not to end until Sunday, August the 18th at 20.
That's the whole damn
7
summer.
p.m. Subject to further order of this court.
Now, after the judge said that Brian Steele was going to have to spend his weekends in jail, Steele had just one request.
Can I ask a question? Sure. I'm going to file a notice of appeal, but for whatever reason that doesn't take, and you don't give a bond, then I'd ask that I can be with Mr. Williams and we work on our case all weekend, for all those weekends. Otherwise, I can't prepare. I speak with Mr. Williams all the time.
That's up to you, and sir. I will, sir. If that comes to pass, you have my support. I will talk with our sheriff, and we may be able to make that work. Okay.
And this entire thing has turned Brian Steele into a hero of sorts among defense attorneys. Joining me is Ashley Merchant. She is Brian Steele's lawyer. She's also the president of the Georgia Association of Criminal Defense Lawyers. So Ashley, talk to me a little bit about how you end up at the Fulton County Courthouse last night at 7:30 at night, representing Brian Steele in this issue, this contempt matter.
Definitely not how I imagined my day beginning or ending. I was in a meeting and my paralegal came in and said, your phone is lighting up and Brian's in custody. And I said, oh my God, call me on my phone. I'm getting in the car. I'm driving down there. And, you know, I've served for many years as GACTL, as our association's
GACTL, that's what it's called. GACTL.
She's the president. Lawyers are held in contempt. We call it strike force. So I'm a member of that. So I'm one of the lawyers that regularly would represent someone. But when I heard Brian was in custody, I had to go myself. And luckily, he's very loved in our community. And so many members of our team went down there and were there. And so we had a very strong showing of force, but it was definitely something I did not expect to happen.
You're a criminal defense attorney and you've done a lot of murder trials. Is this unusual? Because it sounds unusual to me that a judge would meet in chambers with a prosecution, you know,
shout out to Crime Fix.
The prosecution, the star witness's lawyer, and they'd all be there having a confab together without a member of the defense team present. Is that weird? That seems like an ex parte communication or something.
Right. And, you know, during the hearing, the judge is admitting that he had this ex parte communication. And it seems like that should be what everyone's focused on, not whether or not Brian is going to tell him who told him the judge had this ex parte. It just seemed like deflecting. You know, the judge was in trouble, got caught with having this ex parte hearing. And instead of admit to that and handle that, you know, when Brian brought it up, they're going to throw Brian in jail. It didn't make a lot of sense. But like you said, it's unheard of. These proceedings are supposed to be what we call adversary, where all the defense is there. The defendants, the defense lawyers are all supposed to be present. But instead, they chose to have this meeting without inviting any of the defense, without letting them know. And when they brought that up, the lawyer ends up in custody.
The only time I've ever heard of a defense attorney maybe being back in chambers meeting with a judge without the prosecution present or something like that happening is when it was like, oh, Judge, we need to talk to you about funds we need allocated for an expert or something like that. If it's like a public defender case or something, you know, that's the only time I've heard of this type of thing happening. But this just sounds hinky. So what are you doing for Brian now? Because Brian, as of right now, is supposed to report to the jail Friday night to spend his weekend in the cell.
Yeah, no, his ego is hurt. Yeah.
And doing his time for this contempt that you argued that he shouldn't be serving.
Right. I mean, there's two huge issues there. The first, what we're doing is we are appealing it. So we're filing an emergency appeal. Thank God we have an emergency process in Georgia to appeal contempt orders. We believe the judges of the appellate courts will grant a bond. And so hopefully Brian will not have to spend his weekend in the jail. The worst part, though, is this trial is continuing. And so imagine, you know, we don't just work during the hours you see us in court. When we're in court, we are regularly working after hours. We're working at night. We're working on weekends. I have never tried a case where I didn't work all weekend. And Brian is a very good lawyer, and he does a lot of work on his cases. So he's definitely working all weekend. You're taking a man from his office where he has computers, Westlaw, internet, all this stuff, access to the case file. And this case file's huge, and putting him in a jail cell where he's none of that. The trial can't continue. I mean, it boggles my mind that anybody thinks that you could have the lead defense lawyer in custody the entire weekend and this trial continue unhinged. That defies logic to me.
So you're filing the emergency appeal. I mean, I would assume you expect to hear back about that within a day or so. Am I wrong about that? Or what's the process? What's the time frame?
Yes. Luckily in Georgia, when an attorney is subject to incarceration, the appellate courts respond very quickly. And what it's called is a supersedious bond. So essentially they issue a bond that kind of stays everything and says, wait, hold on, we're going to pause this. You're not going to have to go to custody. You get to go and do this appeal. And so it just pauses that while the appeal is pending. If we're successful with the appeal, then Brian never has to go into custody. Obviously, if we lose the appeal, he could still be forced to spend weekends in custody, but that would be down the road.
So she says that he will never have to go into custody. So is that the same as them vetoing the decision of the judge? Where's Capone? So if they're saying that he would, are they saying that he'll never have to serve it? So they're vetoing it? Woody don't have an attorney. He fired his attorney. So do the judge, or should the judge have appointed him a court appointed attorney? Is that what the judge should have done? He was granted a bond. When did he get a bond? I ain't seen nothing today about him receiving no bond. Who is his attorney, beautiful? Oh, you said Malink. Oh, okay. Oh, beautiful. Who is his attorney? Cause little Woody ain't got no attorney. He said, bitch, you fired. He fired her. And then she quit. Petey say she catch my replays. You say TLA read the judgment. Well, I just want to know, since they granted this appeal and you guys are saying that he would never have to serve it, because she says that, Ms. Mertz says that, so that he's available to try this trial. But what happens now? with the hearing that Judge Granville placed in order for the 25th. They don't have to talk. They won't discuss it. They won't talk about it. That's just that he can't have this hearing now. You say he's having an attorney, but his attorney is on vacation, so would have to have someone there. And they, beautiful, you are a day late, my love. That attorney who went on vacation sent another young lady in her place. Now, I don't even know how I know this before you, but I know this before you, right? So that attorney that was standing in place of his previous attorney who went on vacation, Woody fired her Monday. Tuesday, she went before the judge and asked for him to grant her the removal of her position for Woody. At first, he denied it by saying that she needed to stay on the case because he needed representation. She went on to have a sidebar with him to explain what had happened. So they turned the mics off. She comes back from the sidebar, and then they go back into a discussion. So then the judge, asks Woody, do you want to keep her on as your attorney? Woody says, no, I fired her. So then he put his head in his hand and said, you know what? Fine. We'll remove you from the case. But before I do so, you will be having a hearing on the 25th. So she is ordered to appear back in court on the 25th. After that, there was a great discussion about Woody being on the stand as a witness without representation. Oh, okay. So you said, so Woody had to have someone there and they sent her. Mr. Steele was granted a bond, so he don't have to go to jail. Not on this weekend, but my question for that one, beautiful, is will Brian still have to show up on the 25th also for his hearing for this contempt? Because right now what they did was hold steadfast on it. So if he was granted the appeal, what they're saying is that no, he needs to be taking care of this trial first, so he will not be reporting to jail. Looks like they superseded the judge order for him to report to the jailhouse on Friday night. And Brian Steele will be there in the courtroom to represent Young Thug, possibly for 2 years. And then this is when Judge Granville can proceed with his procedural Brian Steele being held in contempt. So is it going to happen afterwards? Is it going to happen because he's demanding to know who this mole is. Yep. Okay, now let me see how to do this. And okay. Oh, look at that. Come on with it. Let's argue. Come on with it. I know this shit from today.
Well,
I'll box this
actually,
shit today.
his attorney Woody can't be there without an attorney, right? So what happened was that attorney said he had some tickets to go somewhere, and what he did, he sent her So I guess the little crazy boy that's on the stand now don't like the lady.
Right,
So
so
he
he
fired
fired her.
her.
Right.
He did. He fired her, and the judge told her that it don't work like that. She need to put in a motion and
And
to
she
be
did.
excused.
She did. She
So
went and did an
right.
emergency. Yeah, she did. Okay, go
So
ahead.
she got upset. She trying to get off of it because that
She
dude
did.
is kind of off or something of.
He, he let her off today, this morning. I saw it. But he also motioned her to appear on a scheduled hearing on the 25th because he feels, in my opinion, that she's the mole. Hmm.
Well, I don't like what happened the other day. Actually, I was driving home and I was listening, and
Uh-huh.
Young Thug attorney, Mr. Steele, got up there and was telling about something that he heard in the chamber, which he didn't verbatim just say exactly what, but the judge do know that something get leaked it out because he knew too much. But what he wanted him to do is tell him who told him. Mr. Steele told him, I'm not telling you nothing. So he done held this man in contempt, done had them to take him to the back, gonna say, I'm gonna give you the 5 o'clock to tell me who gave you that information that you wasn't privy to.
Yeah.
And so after that happened, that man come there with his wife. He must have called his wife or whatever. And I didn't even know that she was an attorney neither. But anyway,
Hmm.
let me say this for the record. Let's put this on record. That attorney, not the attorney, that judge need to excuse himself. He been biased the whole time in this situation. It's like he for the state. He ain't supposed to be for neither side. He's supposed to
Hmm.
sit neutral in this whole situation. But I don't like how he do that, madam this, madam that. Bitch, ain't your wife at home, motherfucker? And you up there calling other people madam and all that. I'd have come there and slapped that motherfucker a toupee on his damn head. Talking about some madam. Madam my ass. He need to be out of there. He need to
Hmm.
be up and out of there. Because
Uh-huh.
he doing too much. That man is really doing too much. He is.
Hi,
Babe, I'm
hey,
gonna tell you something. This the
everybody.
longest ass trial.
Thanks for joining. Okay, but okay, we got to be on the same page. Right now, Woody has no attorney, none. As of today, when it ended today, he didn't have an attorney. He was up there, just I don't know what he was doing. The stuff that's coming out that boy mouth, girl, please. I was like, that lady can't get no answers out of him. And I think that they, since he's a star witness, is definitely showing that they need him because they got to convince this juror that the young thug is, who they say he was or what did what
Well,
he did.
let's check this out. She established a RICO without even calling Young Thug's name. If you go back and listen, she was talking about the other guys at first. It didn't have anything to do with Young Thug. If you listen in, today was maybe today, she started mentioning Young Thug. For one, they still got to show proof that this RICO because they don't have one.
Mm,
They can't tie Young Thug into nothing. They want to, but they can't. They still need to come up with. Now he is one of those five witnesses, but do you know he did not want to be there? His attorney that's gone on vacation, he told them that months before they even called that man to be in court.
yeah, so
That
they
state is
that
losing their case. So now they just throwing any kind of anybody up there on the stand for nothing, and they ain't doing shit but just wasting those people time and stuff. And that jury ain't none of that mess over. folks. Their attention span been gone.
Mm-mm. Well, he cracks me up though, girl. So what you mean? What you mean? What you mean? I'm like, oh my God, this
He
boy here
sure he crazy.
is draining, dog.
But
But
this is crazy, right? He
mm-hmm,
actually have snitched on all those guys. This is what they do when they get before people. I want to plead the fifth. No, bitch, tell me what the fuck you talked about behind closed doors. If you listen to that state attorney, she said, so this your testimony today? Oh, so this your testimony today. He done already done told, he done cooperate with those people already, but he don't want them to know. Them people ain't slow. They know he done
they
already
played
did
they,
that.
they played several videos with him in there telling. I'm like, boy, that is you. What are you doing?
That's him.
How you gonna recant that? I'm almost 100% sure he's in protective custody right now, without a doubt, without a doubt.
Well, I don't think he is. You know, they
What?
carried him to jail the
Yeah,
first day, but they
yeah.
did let him out. I mean, he out, or whatever. But I don't know. He got to do more than that because
Mhm.
he doing too much.
But I said what I said. I was over here dying laughing. I was at work. Define game. Boy, define the game. And I'm looking at him. I'm like, are you
Child,
serious
that
right now?
dude there is off.
He's doing
He
this on
crazy.
purpose. He's definitely doing all of this on purpose. He's a show. He's a show all by itself. Okay, so Brian still now he now has Ashley Merchant as his attorney. His wife is an attorney also. And the only reason why the Ashley is there is to stop the madness of what Judge Granville has done to Brian Steele, because Brian Steele would not release him the information that he wants to know, and that is about a mole. Okay. And so that's why she's there. So once I guess she's done with that and filing all the proper paperwork, then she's gonna fall back, and then you got the love lady and the other attorney that's gonna resume the regular trial, right?
Right.
'Cause, like I say, sometimes I like Miss Merchant, sometimes I don't. Now, Petey put in the chat, she said that black judge is a disgrace, and so is Fanny. Hey, I like me some Fanny, and I like me some Super Mayor. I do, I do, I
Child, I'm
do.
gonna tell you something. That phoneless Willis lady, she got the
Uh,
power to shut that attorney, I mean that judge down because for what
who
I
Judge
understand,
Granville? Who has the
ain't she
power?
over all of, ain't she over all of them, Fannis Willis?
Yeah, that's facts. She is they boss. You right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the thing of it is this, don't you know she watching that trial just like we is? She could have went in that courthouse and bust both of them double doors down and said, look, shut this shit down. Let's establish a better situation than what we got. Cause right now, we ain't got nothing going on. And if you look at it, that judge hates that damn Mr. Steele. He always picking on that man.
That's because Mr. Steel holds his own. He has no holds bar, and he's calling out things
And
that
I don't
Judge
blame him.
Granfield should not be doing. And so Judge Granfield can take that as a team intimidate. What this, like they say, he's put a bigger crown on his head than what he should be wearing. And sometimes they people like that thinks that what you say always have to go, and I should go and sit down. So with him not releasing this information, this is what behooves me. Why don't Judge Greenville just call the meeting back with all of the people that was in there with him in the exporte and put them all on a lie detector
Well,
test.
well,
He could
check
have
this
done
out.
that.
What do you think about them having this meeting, adapt them with a sworn in witness, with the two state attorneys, with the lady,
Yeah,
the recorder lady, she was in there too. So if it
right,
wasn't nothing, they asked for the transcripts, right? Don't you
right.
know he would not give it to them?
He said no. Yeah.
He will not give them that. I think they gonna be tampered with some kind of way, but it's gonna show.
Now,
It's
do
gonna
the
show for
judge
the
have
records.
does the judge have the right to retain the information for from the public? Can I mean from being
No, no, he don't. He not supposed to do that.
mm,
That meeting was not supposed to take place without the other attorneys. It's not fair to the other defendants that's in there. They was
mm,
not supposed to been doing that. Period. They was in
hey,
there coercing that Willie guy to testify against Thug. This dude is supposed to be the star witness to put the nail in the coffin for young Thug. If you look at it, this boy on stand, he don't want to really testify, but he did behind closed doors, waiting behind those boys. That's what I don't understand about them. I mean, you just got to really be careful about the people that you really deal with because these bitches are snitches.
mm, mm. On the stand on the stand, he was asked a question. I think it was about the gang stuff, right? And he said, "Well, I mean, no, I use gang because he was trying to
Get
influence
on. Yep.
in music." He says not how the attorney was trying to portray it in the court. He says I had to sell myself. So if basically if that's me out there repeating what they want me to say, or I'm saying some things to convince them that I'm with Team Young Thug for me to make some money, then that's what I did. That's basically what he was saying.
But,
But she wanted to
but guess
hear.
what? He
Go ahead.
also stated that Young Thug told him he couldn't put him on because of his behavior
He
out
sure
there in
did.
them streets.
He sure did. So how is it that they're choosing him as a star witness to help convict Young Thug if he's on the stage on the stand saying some shit like that? That's not prosecuting for them. That's not helping them. Like no, I wasn't in
Let
the
me tell
game.
you, their case is done. They might well to wrap it up because that case is over with. They gonna have to do something with that judge up there with his biased bald head ass. They gonna have to do something with love ass too because she's something else. I'm gonna tell you something. I couldn't be up there because I've been slapped the hell out that bitch
Mm,
because she do too much. I know she got a job to do, but that lady go overboard with stuff.
yeah. Capone says the judge in Houghton, is that her name? Hilton? Coerced and
Hilton,
intimidated Woody in the chambers. So, and Fannie Willis
yep.
is in enough shit. She's not going into that courtroom. Y'all better leave my girl Fannie alone. He's so fatty. I'm
Well,
not
they
just
actually
everybody
have a
mad at
mistrial,
Fannie
but
because
they
she
not
got
going
her.
no way. And every last one of those attorneys moved for a mistrial, and he denied every last one of them. But you know
What does
what? He got some
Young
people that he
Thug?
have to answer.
What Young Thug got like about 10 attorneys? It's so many people up in there as attorney. Like, what's that? What's that? It's when they
Well, wait a minute.
or is
Young
it three
Thug
different
actually have two attorneys. The
okay.
other now the other ones have maybe one more of the other one, they have like 2 attorneys apiece. Not all
Okay.
of them,
Okay.
but some of them do have 2 attorneys. And
Uh-huh.
I think the other girl that be sitting at the table with Mr. Steele, she's like a student that's being, just beginning. And, sometimes they bring them into court to see how things work and all that different stuff. So, they under their wings, trying to learn the law. Just got out of law school and stuff, And Mr. Steele, I heard him say that he um done had 33 different
Mm-hmm.
wins or something like that. He a beast.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know that. He a beast. He really is.
Well, oh my God, thank you, Rita. Thank you, honey. I feel like I'm done. I know my job as a parent is not done, but momentarily right now, girl, I feel like I'm done for a minute. I see Coda getting up in the morning, getting dressed, going to work, and I listen, see her when I come home. I ain't got to get up this morning, make sure you got this book, check that. I ain't got to do none of that no more. Done. And I'm loving every minute of it right now until she leaves here in August. Then I'm going to be bawling, crying. Ooh, I miss my Coda bear. When you coming
Yeah,
home?
you gonna miss him.
I know I'm going to cry my butt off, girl, but I'll just hold on steadfast until she has to go. We'll see how it works out. She says, what are you going to do in my room? I said, shit, Teddy getting a mansion in here. I already got some people coming out drawing up the blueprint for his dog house. He gonna have an upstairs. It's
She
Teddy
know you
room.
playing.
Yeah, she. I said ain't bothering that room, girl. So okay, well, like I said, today was, I watched it today. I watched um lead attorney about 6 hours on and off because I'm in my training, and when I try to catch an eye break or something like that, I'll tune in. I was like, his show is really good. There's a whole lot of people tuned in, to my surprise, to this darn Young Thug trial. I don't want to get attached to it, but as long as this guy is on the stand, I'll probably have to come back tomorrow and talk about what he does tomorrow because he is funny.
Right.
He's
Well, hey,
so
everybody on it. I'm gonna tell you out of it.
yeah, yeah. Okay, well, I kind of want to move on, and I guess we'll have to wait for the magic date of the 25th to see if the judge will still be having his hearing with Brian Steele and also the attorney that was terminated by Woody today, as well as she asked for herself to be removed from the case because Judge Granville wants to know who the mole is. Who do you think the mole that told the private info?
It
Who you
probably
think?
was her. But I'll
Private.
be in
And do you
Alabama this
think that?
weekend.
Okay, I'll be
I'll
in.
be in Alabama this weekend.
I'll be in
My brother,
Mississippi.
my brother, grandson got killed. He's 2 years old. They try to say he pulled the trigger. Ain't no 2 year old picking up no fucking gun shooting themselves. But I'll be up
Oh,
there for a funeral this weekend.
oh Lord, I'll be riding through Mississippi sometime this weekend. Turn around, come right back. I'm trying to find this TLA channel that Capone. Did you send it to my phone? Send it to my phone, girl.
And then you send it to me, and I'm gonna go ahead on and sign on off.
Okay. I'm trying to
Okay
get
then.
Capone to send the darn channel to my phone or my email because I don't. I'm trying to pull it up, but all the TLA is coming up with lead attorney topics in it. So I've never seen a TLA channel. I don't know. Oh, that is the lead attorney. Oh, I ain't finna play his shit. Oh, hell no. I watched his whole show today. I watched his whole show yesterday before he got sick. Up until he got sick, I watched what's her name? Hold on.
But is
Hold
it fair if
Okay. Yeah, I watched this all the way up until I watched the whole entire show. And okay, let me go back to because I remember him putting hold on, let me see. I got it, Capone. But the paperwork that he put up, let me see if I can find it. That paperwork was, I thought was a contempt paperwork. Let me see. And in the last hour, that was the young lady on there doing some of it. Okay, so here it is here. See, I can't be playing that. Damn it. Command. Blah, 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 blah. Maybe I could just play the little part of him reading it. You better get my damn channel struck. Yeah, I'm watching it now. I see it now, but you know I can't play his channel. I don't even know if I wanna play the part with him reading the paperwork. Cause you know how girl. They doing their work over there. Okay, I'm at the part where he's got the paperwork coming up. And you know, lead attorney talked through his shit.
County in which I live right here in the state of Georgia.
Shout out to
State
lead
of Georgia
attorney.
versus one Jeffrey Williams, aka Young Thug, aka King Slime. Order of contempt and incarceration for Brian Steele, who represents Jeffrey Williams. Oh, I didn't do that right. Let me do that. Let me do 1 second. Let me share it so y'all can see a little pointer here. There we go. So this is what was signed and filed in. Filed in at 8:02. The judge was working late. Electronically filed in 8:02 just last night. And what does the judge say? During the proceedings in the above styled case on the afternoon of June 10th, yesterday, one of the two representatives for Young Thug, Brian Steele,
shout out
took to the podium and stated to the court that he had been informed of an ex parte communication which took place in the court's chambers that morning. What does ex parte mean? Ex parte means it's a secret meeting. Only one side is there, and these are frowned upon. Typically, you want both sides in a case talking to a judge. If you've only got one side talking to a judge, it's sketchy. It doesn't mean necessarily that something terrible is happening, but it's sketchy. And so judges really need to avoid this because it gives the appearance of impropriety, the odor of mendacity. All right. Says the only parties present for this ex parte matter were the court's official court reporter, representatives from the state witness, Kenneth Copeland. So Little Rod, the man that we are watching testify, was in the judge's chambers for this secret meeting.
Okay, so I'm gonna pause that right there, and it's at our 1:42, 1 hour 42. Yeah, I want to go back and hear oh shit, why do I keep doing that? I don't know. Okay, so it's on the 1 hour 42 mark, you guys. If you want to go over and allow him to read the entire document to you guys about the situation with little Woody being in the chambers involved in an ex parte discussion. He has the paperwork over there on it, so I don't want to go through the whole thing, but I'm just reporting to you guys that it's at the hour and 38, 39, 40. That's where it starts, somewhere around there. So shout out to the lead attorney. Lead attorney did give Infamous Sylvia some shout out over there, being in the courtroom and catching and to talk about the capture of witnessing one of the attorneys crying momentarily, I guess probably due to stress and dealing with little Woody or her supervisor, or something like that, yelling at her to get it together out there. So I don't know, but my time is about up. I got 5 minutes to go, you guys, but Chrisean, what do y'all think about Chrisean? What do y'all think about Chrisean Rock, huh? I mean, what do y'all think about this girl? What do y'all think about this girl? So, I was listening to an audio of her alleged baby daddy. And in that audio, it was so disturbing. The audio went something like this. If there's any hoe, good night, Capone, that's going to be down with me, they gonna do what they need to do to ride this deep in whatever it is that I say. And I was like, oh my God. So Chrisean been arrested again. I watched I watched the video. She was heading to court. I don't know what dum-dum, you'll have an opinion, goes to court, one, knowing that they have outstanding warrants. I don't get that concept at all. That's the last place that you want to go to. One reason is because she has a lot of viewership going on. She has TMZ following her, and then a whole bunch of other bloggers are out there following and keeping track of what these wannabe celebrities are doing, right? So she gets there into the courtroom, and of course, a bunch of stuff break out and she gets arrested. Now I'm hearing that one of the titles that I read out here was that she thinks that Blueface set her up to come down there. Then I'm hearing that she was in an altercation the night before or maybe earlier that day outside of Blueface house, and someone had already called the police. Hey, Miss Eva, how are you? Long time no see, chickaboo. So that happened. When you get to learning about some news, aka tea dropping out here, the titles go crazy, y'all. The titles go absolutely crazy. For instance, oh my God. I listened to, what's the mama-in-law name? Carlisa. She had the cameras and they was in the courtroom and nobody want to do this. And she in there acting like she about to fall out, and the judge had her thrown out and this person thrown out. Now, we all know that the subject of Chrisean's life is the baby. I actually heard somebody say that the baby has become famous, out here in YouTube. in the YouTube world. So I'm saying, well, I guess maybe so. If you got 1,000 people, every time Chrisean comes on holding the baby, only speaks about the baby. Everybody concerned about this baby. So everybody had their opinions about whether if the baby should be taken into custody by CPS, or should Marsha get her, should Carlisa get her, should Blueface Daddy get the baby. Whole bunch of, and it's, I don't know about y'all, but like I said, the comments is the best. You always getting off work at this time. You got to change your hours up. So I don't know how people, I don't get it, you guys. There's a baby that's involved, but that's not the only baby. The other girl has the other 2 kids. Nobody has no concern about or the well-being about those 2 baby. I don't never hear or read anybody talking about other girl baby. And I guess that's because she got her head half on her shoulders right. She's building her financial empire, and kind of stabilized out there with her 2 kids. But she's in the courtroom, Chrisean in the courtroom. Chrisean strolls up in the courtroom like, baby, I belong here with the baby. Now, from what I hear, she's telling everybody that she didn't know why they was arresting her, this or that, and blah, blah, blah. And turns out that everybody ended up putting up her rap sheet of the charges that she has these outstanding warrants on. I don't get it. I don't understand how, if she's being, helped with a friend like Marsh and this person, like, people should have been pressuring her more so to go take care of your warrants. Go get those or that heavy luggage off of your back. Go deal with that stuff, So we're doing Chrisean right now. We're doing Chrisean right quick, right? Because I had to talk about this, but I'm reading, these are the headlines. Look, Chrisean Rock baby in danger. In danger from what? From what? Is the people that have the baby, are they finna kill the baby? Are they gonna throw the baby in traffic? Are they gonna feed the baby poison? Well, in danger from what? Do the people who have the baby, are they going to risk themselves for doing jail time for harming a baby? I mean, the titles be off the chain. Friends fight over bathroom incident. Nobody's in the bathroom to verify this at all. This is based off of the hearsay of the people that may have been down there in the courtroom saying that this is what they heard and this is what, I heard. They went in the bathroom. On Nick at Night, I watched that a little bit, right? And there's a guy that called in. It appeared that him and Nick been bumping heads here and there, but Nick still, gave him his invite on her panel, and they were cordial, right? Even though they bumped heads, I guess. And this guy, because it was a guy, he went on to say that it was such fucking stupid. It didn't make no sense, right? Apparently he was there, so he saw a lot of things go on with the Carlisa, and he was the first one that kind of, I guess, grabbed the story other than TMZ or whatever and dropped this information out here to the public, right, to opinionate on. It is highly messy, honey. This is it's just hot. It's messy. It's messy. You're absolutely right. But he, he goes on to say that um, the two women that went in the bathroom with the baby, that they were in there for such a long time. He can't understand why it took 5 or more than 15 minutes to change a pamper. Who, where do you get that ridicule from? Who are these people to determine who? I'm like, who is this guy? Who says that they went in the bathroom directly to change a pamper? They could have been standing there talking. And look, Miss Eva got her membership back, y'all. Give Miss Eva some shout out, Moz. Thank you. Thank you. So appreciate you, girl. Appreciate you. So it was just that part over on Nick at Night that just annoyed the hell out of me. But I continued to listen to him, right? And you can tell when some extras are being extra in the storyline. In the storyline. You said people was mad at Babe for not coming. Blue. Oh yeah, I saw that too. Now, yeah, her hair is long and thick. Yeah, they were. Yeah, I remember that too. Oh, you was on your other account? Well, get on the right account so I can shout you out. I want to shout you out. Shout out to all of the members. Shout out to my lovely mods that I have been rocking with me for a long time. They pop in when I can get on here, so I appreciate that. Taking some minutes out their day. Shout out! I gotta get love. I gotta get laugh. Always have fun, cause she on her other channel, so I can't even put her and shout her in her green moment right now, cause she over there in the black on her other channel. But it's just it's just a Chrisean Rock arrested at Blueface court hearing. That's the best that you can put that, right? Because, I mean, these people got some extras. I heard that she ended up moving out the house last night. Now, how she moving out and she in jail on a warrant hold or probably or whatever. And maybe the marshal and all of those people was moving her out the place. See, I can't play Nick at Night. Let me see. Blueface Daddy says that he is not about to sit around and be daddy daycare. He not. They say she's unfit parent. One minute they calling her an unfit parent, but yet then they celebrate and congratulate the baby being famous. Well, the baby couldn't become famous if the parents wasn't out here doing what she was doing. So it's like a seesaw. Damn it, she's unfit, but yet then she's producing a famous baby out here for people to follow. Make it make sense. Make it make sense to me. It's weird. So Chrisean Rock doesn't care about nobody but herself. You like the slippers? I do too. You know the website to go on, Onepapoose Grind. I think it's on the About page and it's in the blue. So they're on there. Take your time getting them, girl, because you know you was one of my first one that grabbed that Onepapoose mug. And I have it up there. You were the first, honey. You got that water, and I was a proud camper over here. I just did my bonnets. My bonnets sold out. Congratulations to Pat, because now I do own the rights, all rights. It cost me some money, but I've finally finished, and my paperwork should be here. I'll show you guys soon. But I was like, okay, I finally owned where the heck is it? Patent. Got all the rights, all the paperwork that I needed to do for my bonnet bitch. So I am done with that. Let me show you guys that. Let me show you. Come on, camera. So congratulate Pat. I'm gonna be ordering some more in July. I'm gonna order. I'm only doing 50 at a time. Wait a minute. Why I can't come on the screen? Where am I at? Hold on. Oh, right here. I gotta hit this button. So let me show y'all. It's done. This is my bonnet, bitch. Listed under the government system. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yes. I'd pay a little good penny for it, but it's done for 10 years. I don't have to do anything else, so nobody can steal my design. Now, because it's one thing at a time, right? One thing at a time. I'm gonna be working on my website, right? I'm gonna work on my website, so then that way, as my designer, creator, you guys know her, Megan. She sometimes pops in the chat. She helps in me create them and design them. So we're going to be working on another clothing. It may be another bonnet, maybe the long ones. Marquin, you pop in here. Marquin, I know you're going to get in that green for $1.99. Never changes. It's been $1.99. You've been supporting me over here with your thumbs up for a long time. So you might as well flip it green. Y'all tell Marquin to flip it green. That's going to be our little slango. Flip it green. I don't know how to buy memberships. If I knew, I'm going to read it though. I would put you in the green. I don't know how to do it. But $1.99, Marquin, you got to get in the green. Because you do support me. We may not agree with everything, but you tolerate me. And I think that you love the channel. So why not become a member and support your girl channel? Now, with that being said, proud about that. So we're going to be working on that coming soon. Shout out to Miss Eva. She was the first, in case y'all can see it back there behind me, that purchased the onepapoose liquid ice cold mug, which is still up on the www.teespring.com website with under the One Papoose Grind. You can find that on the About page. The t-shirts that I started out selling when I first came on here, I don't think that everything is still up. Go take a look for yourself. And again, yep, tell Marquin to flip it green, mods. Flip it green. Miss Brown, what? I don't know if you could be green and blue at the same damn time. I don't know if you can. So, but that's what's going on with this Chrisean Rock. She definitely has an audience. She has an audience, you guys. I don't see her becoming as professional and highlighted way up here. If she does, it's through that whole series of them girls living in that home under the blue. That's right, Petey. Y'all get on him. Flip it green. That's our slogan. We're going to run that whole slogan to everybody that's in the black. Flip it green. And then put hashtag their name by it. Flip it green. So I am going to play this one for you guys. Let me see. And then I'm going to get off of her. But after hearing what Blueface was saying in an audio, you guys, I was, you can only do this because you're going to have that batch of girls that loves it. You're going to have those batch of girls that just don't tolerate it. Flip it green, Marquin. I've done that. This is my yay. I'm just showing y'all everything. I got to hang that up, put it up. Don't mind my mess back there because I'm in the process of shredding. So I got shit everywhere. I'm also in the process of 3 days behind filling out the rest of my part of Dakota's loan papers. I ain't got to it. I'm trying to get through it, okay? I'm going to have it done by this weekend, though. I promise y'all. I have to shoot down to Mississippi, turn around, and come back Saturday. But let's get into what happened here. Let me see. I do not own the rights to this video. This video is being used under Section 107, Fair Act Use, Entertainment.
Well, I know you ain't a bitch. Oh, you pussy. Like, when a girl says that, you almost want to, like,
now,
prove
he
that you're
talks
not.
a lot. I wonder if he's just going to shoot.
Is this?
No.
Who's going to babysit the kid?
No, this ain't the video. I don't want to hear him.
You can tell. They won't.
I just want to see the video. So let me go see if it's on TMZ. I never thought that I would see in this time, of my life where people still idolize men like that, I mean, I guess some part of it, I get it, especially when they're throwing the money, they're giving you the money, you getting the money, they have the money. And of course, you become accustomed to that and you started doing what they say all the freaking time. But this woman, a girl, or whatever, Chrisean Rock, is dead set on this freaking boy. She dead stank, like literally in love with, look at Sweet D. Sweet D, you got to show me how you do that. How did you do it? Y'all, shout out to Sweet D. She just gifted 5 memberships. Yeah, how did you do it? You got to call me. You need to call me. You need to call me because you can show me how to do that. How did she do that? Damn it. So, I don't know if I can go on about Chrisean. I don't think that she's going to change. It's going to have to come with age. I'm hearing that she goes to church, and the minute that she gets out of church, this same behavior. It's not funny. I need to know how you do that. You got to show me how to do it. Got to teach me something I don't know. I don't know how to do it. Y'all, shout out to Sweet D. She just gifted 5 memberships. Shout out to Sweet D, y'all. That's what's up. I'm trying to find the actual video, though. Chrisean Rock used all of her money for Blueface bills. Now she can't afford her own. Ain't that crazy? I don't get it. Chrisean Jr. Granddaddy said he is not a junior city. He had to go with Marsh. Maybe this is it. Let me see if this is the video. Yep, this is it. Let's watch.
Like, comment, and subscribe for more hip-hop content.
Downtown, I want to be downtown. Let's go every time my people is looking out to the door. I don't know if I'm going to sleep. Excuse me, sir, what are you guys arresting me for? A whole other charge. A warrant out for what?
And then she be acting like a dog. A dog, I don't know.
You gonna record me the whole way?
The whole way, beautiful.
Why?
You're a big star.
Oh, God.
She a big star. She's a big YouTube star.
But we'll be like not to get talk to some people that don't make sense.
Let's watch it again. Let's watch it again. Let's watch it one more time. She went in there. Hold on.
For more
She went in pushing the stroller. Marsh has the baby, but through the YouTube rumor gossip streets, Marsh went out last night too. Now the friend locked up, the best friend. So I don't know who had the baby while she was out locked up, though, right? But when I tell you that this girl literally has one hefty storyline at the age, what is she, 21 now? 22, something like that. I'm pretty sure she'd be on all the Ratchet TV shows. She might even at some point, make it to a Prime Video at some point. Whatever happened to the series that they was doing about the jail stuff when she went to visit in the jail? Did that end? They made like 100 episode what was about, I don't know how many episodes of it, and then that ended. I'm sure she got paid for that, but here it says that all of her money now is going towards Blueface attorney. And I'm thinking, but I thought, what's that guy name? What the damn, the big bully, no, not a bully, the big guy who said that, he was doing X, Y, Z or whatever for R. Kelly. Hey, Trent, look, y'all, flip it to green. Why is it trans in the green? Flip it to green. Today is Flip It to Green Day. Get your $1.99 membership. Rita, flip it to green. I'm calling y'all out. But let's watch her get praying. She could barely get up them stairs. Her damn jeans so damn tight, she gonna have a oochie coochie infection.
Hot content.
Downtown, I'm gonna be downtown.
I don't even be downtown.
Let's go over to my people. I don't know what you're going to.
Excuse me, sir, what are you guys arresting her for?
A whole nother charge.
A warrant out for what?
Sorry?
A warrant for what, sir?
See, she says a whole nother charge. And then the officer says for a warrant. Well, which one is it? Flip it to green. Get him, Eva.
Right. You gonna record me the whole way?
The whole way, beautiful.
Why?
You're a big star.
Oh, God. At all.
Well, you know what, Rita? She's in there with God. She's in the church. So who is she fooling? Who's she playing with? She's playing with somebody. And I know that time usually heals all wounds. I get it. But baby, this one right here, it's going to take a little while because she's caught up here with a man. She's caught up with a man. And this man has a hold on this. As much as she talked that hot talk, she caught up though, Rita. And she's young. So it's going to take a long time. It is. She going to be around in her early 40s, late 30s before she realizes. She's going to have to become more busy in her son's life. That's going to take time. He's got to grow up. Once she gets him involved in baseball and basketball and in church, this she'll be too busy trying to get him there and there and there and there, where she'll realize that this blue guy is not there like he should be, and he'll start eventually fading off because now, watching the son grow, she's going to be wanting more and more and more. She's also going to be able to recognize the changes in the son personality if she decides to keep swaying and staying in a mind manipulative situation. Her son will become old enough to be crying for grandma or somebody else other than her. And she'll start feeling that. The rapture is serious. Rapture is serious. It'll come. She's held without no bond. And I think that's because she has to go back to the county where she has the warrant at and deal with that. So this girl got some serious baggage behind her. Anyways, that's enough of that. I got about 2
But
minutes.
is it fair if you're gonna
2
put
minutes. Jaguar Right. What y'all gonna do with Jaguar Right? What you gonna do with her? If she didn't build her successor after that first album that she did, we talked about that. It's on my One Papoose page, somewhere way, 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 way back in the list, right? It's on that page. And I guess she says that since I couldn't come up off of her album and be the star that she wanted to be, she has literally became a star out here in YouTube on plagiarism. Straight up plagiarism. I'm still gonna get my queen flip it to green while he went back up in them bushes. We gonna get you, my queen. We gonna get you. We gonna get you. Yeah. So all eyes are now still on this Jaguar Right. This Jaguar Right seems to be good friends with Kingpin, I guess, but he didn't go get her out. Allegedly, he almost went to go get her out. And some other guys. And then now she's, sleeping on the couch and allegedly getting a little intoxicated or probably smoke-related quite a bit, She seems to know everybody's story and everything that went on, all the way from Bill Cosby to LL Cool J to Jay-Z and Beyonce to Jill Scott. She know all the business. And she'll tell you right out her mouth, she was there. I'm sitting there, hell you at all. No wonder you didn't succeed in your goddamn music career, because you all over at places in everybody else's business. And then 10 years later, you out here telling it. That's some ludicrous shit, right? Now, she seemed to be grabbing a bunch of men too that ain't doing shit, ain't got shit but YouTube. These are men that you don't see packing up a lunch, grabbing a suit briefcase, putting on a suit coat and tie, or a nice pair of jeans, heading off nowhere for 8 hours a day. They're on YouTube promoting and kicking it with her with the bullshit. That was a red flag to me. Anytime you got your man out here doing and keeping up the same stuff, you got some no hustling ass niggero too. Niggero. Now I be out here, and I was out here, and I would dip into the SHIT. Raise your hand on the screen if you done seen my nigga on YouTube with the bullshit. See, it come a time in your life where you got to lay down the bullshit. Unfortunately, we have a lot of naive, easily to manipulate people. Elevator don't go to the top. Now, there's this one guy out here that says that he's paid Jaguar quite a bit of money to come do an interview. She never showed up to do the interview. He got in touch with her, and then the next day, she wanted to increase the price of the interview. He pretty much summed it up that he was eventually scammed by Jaguar. Out of all of the stuff that I actually heard her say, and out of all of the people that I actually have seen her show up or call in to their shows, at first I did not want to believe it, but then the guy goes and put up his Cash App. Let me see if I can find the guy. Right? I was like, hush your mouth. Hush your damn mouth. Wasn't like her. Her mom passed? Sorry to hear that. Will that be, is this the same mom who Tasha K brought on the, did Tasha K have her mom on the show? Hold on, let me see if I can find this guy right quick. I think this is him. See, I see everybody else's video on it, but I was trying to find just his because it's short. Everybody took his video and made their videos 2, 3, 4 hours long. And then they would put their logo on it, and I'm like, that ain't even a video. Like, why are you putting your stamp on somebody else so now nobody else? Look at Zoe. Zoe, what's going on? You know, and that just irks me a little bit. That ain't even your shit from the first of all. So now you go take the rightful owner dialogue and then you put your cover over it. So now nobody can play yours. So now you want to strike somebody that you don't even rightfully own anyway. What she say? Pastor Pat, maybe Jaguar's thinking she's a cat. Not the catfish. And don't realize she's mentoring a guppy fish. Honey, at some point you got to be like, come on, Jaguar Right, come on. But then there's this other side of her, like, do the damn thing. She got her hustle and she got her game. And if everybody wants to buy a ticket to help her build that empire of the scam game or the come up game or what do? It's awesome because people in general can say, hell no, I ain't sending you nothing. Hell no, I ain't gonna keep bonding you out of jail. Hell no, I'm not gonna pay your rent. But they don't do that. You got that group of people that just likes the way people entertain them. So hey, that girl, she was getting that money. What you say, sweetie? Did you see the catfish talking about Tiffany? No, she talked about my Tiff. No. I saw the title though. I saw the title. Most of the time I just zoom past her shit. You know, I actually, if I think about it, I'd be like, I wonder what old dusty, rusty, sour puss catfish doing over there, right? So I type her in. I'm not subscribed to none. So I'll type her in catfish. Sure enough, I don't know about y'all, but if you type in catfish /Pap, she'll come up. You ain't got to put in our channel by catfish. You ain't got to put that in. All you got to put in is catfish /Pap. You'll find her. Without a doubt, right? But yeah, I saw the title. And I was like, oh. So she goes, well, I know you people wanted me to talk about this stuff in a legality type kind of way. You want to know the law, and I guess, you know, I can tell you all blah, 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 blah. Now, mind you, since Zoe came in and took me off the Jaguar subject, because she kind of know what I really like to talk about and laugh at, so have at it. We're going to go out about with that. I'll come back later on with some more dilly dabbing on Jaguar, right? Because Jaguar got a lot of people out there, you know, on her butt. She's got a list of people who she wants to sue,
But is it fair
and all
if you're
of
gonna
that, you know, stuff going on. So we'll leave her there, right? So you don't watch it. I didn't watch it either. I did not watch it, but I did hear her when I and I clicked on, I think I did maybe 3 minutes or so, how everybody wanted to hear her, talk about it in the legality type, way, in her opinion, and blah, 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 and explain some things going on. So she said, yeah, she's going to be trying to bring, once she got time, because she is very, very busy now, and she's got a lot of this going on and a lot of that going on. Now, mind you, nobody told me that she then eased herself back in the seat of the Levi for the cousin. Nobody told me. Y'all ain't give me the memo. So she happy as hell. Now, she don't give a shit about what nobody thinks. She done earned her a spot back over there to continue to debate. As she keeps saying, I'm tired of repeating myself, and I don't do this. I don't repeat myself. But Lord beholds, when they be over there and they want to get into the R. Kelly paperwork and this or that, she's repeating herself. She's arguing continuously over the same damn shit that's been argued for how many years now? Put it in the chat. So I just be laughing. She be happy as hell when that damn Levi for the cousin be over there. I'm gonna let. I actually watched probably about 10 minutes. I think that when I fast forward on the Levi for the cousin, it was on the Drunken Larry part. And the Levi got timers now, y'all. Mind control. This was already in his blueprints to do so. I know how I'm going to get these niggeros in order. I'm going to start setting the timer. Well, at this point in time, Drunken Larry felt that he was cheated out of his 5 minutes. Mm-hmm. And they was just going back and forth, back and forth. Now it's Catfish turn. Somebody asked me, how did Catfish start off? Ask me how she started off. First of all, the audio was kind of cruddy, right? But ask me, pal, how did Catfish start off when it was her time to take her 5 minutes? And guess what the conversation was on, y'all? I believe it was about a hoe being a hoe, or pimp being a pimp. What drives women to being a hoe, or does a certain character, a physical attraction or whatever makes a person a hoe, right? And so that's what the conversation was about, right? They had to find something to talk about, okay? And of course, Zoe, that was right up Catfish alley. Boy, she was all in on about the hoism shit. Now, this is what had happened. She says, Levi says, well, go ahead, Catfish, it's your turn, go ahead. Now, this is on the hoism subject. So she goes, oh, child, I tell you, oh my God, oh, child, I swear, Lord, I just, oh, my child, and then her audio. When I tell you she came in so damn dramatized, she was just drama. Oh, and I swear, ooh, child, she never got to making her point. She spent the whole damn 5 minutes talking about, ooh, Lord, and the child, and oh my God, and oh, and I'm sitting. I was like, bitch, could you get on? Because you just burnt up 2.5 minutes, and I'm sure you're going to be the perfect one to explain hoism. I was bound to be interested for about the other 2.5 minutes, but unfortunately, she never got to that part. She was stuck all up in, ooh, child, oh my God, like she's expressing herself on how she was feeling about, um, I guess the cousin and the drunken Larry with even having this particular type of subject. Oh my child, oh my God. Like this her first time ever hearing, something about, sex in a different shape, form, or fashion or something. It ain't your first damn rodeo with this. I was cracking up anyway, though. Yeah. Then after that, I exit to the left. I went to go mind the business that pays me. But I laughed my butt off. So, but yeah, that was that. Now, why do she have Niecy's Mo picture as her thumbnail? Weird. Weird. I don't know. And that's the live that I didn't pretty much watch. I don't care to hear her take pretty much on anything pertaining to the freaking law when she's broken the law, period. She's broken the law. There's no way that I can sit here and tell you guys or want to go that, I just couldn't do it that, like that when I know I done got 5 speeding tickets, broke in the liquor store, then ran my cart into the Discovery SUV, and I can't do that. Still, she's not so bad right now. She be doing her thing. Bookham got a sticker. What? Say what? Boy, spending all that money he done got allegedly from the defense fund, huh? He gonna be broke. Now, allegedly, Ratchet Randa and Bookham was having, day or two of their transparency on each other, transversing the things that what they were saying and how they feel about each other. I guess the audience is going to sit out here and wait to see where that's going to go. Will Bookham have these people arrested, or will they eventually get the things that they are warning out of Bookham? Bookham is still Trump Pride, mega team. Bookham also is sitting his ass over there to be surprised as he said he is. I guess there's allegations of a lawsuit or a court proceeding that could possibly be heading his way, and his name is included, and that one is coming from the Boski gun over there. I kind of caught a glimpse of the paperwork, and I was like, oh shit, here we go again. It's not only Bookham name in there, it's several people name up in there. I guess we'll sit and wait to see how that plays out. Will Daboski Gun end up getting what he want from the court system with the Levi's and the Bookhams and the Diva Divines and all? He got a list of goddamn people that, they may have to check in on a due date. Now, Bookham retaliated with saying that he gonna break this down. That's what he said. Now, y'all know I'm gonna watch that shit, right? 'Cause I watch that shit. Y'all know I ain't missing too many of the Bookham episodes, right? However, he's not doing anything that's really flabbergasted for me to like pop on here. He really like bores me a little bit, right? He's a little bored. Little shit boring. That's why you over there on Rumble and shit like that, right? A little boring, right? The people be in that chat over there just yarning their ass off. And there's one more person I'm gonna touch on before I get the hell up out of here because it's 11:55 now, and I've been on here for a while, hanging with the Papoose crew. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for flipping it green. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. Shout out again to my girl. She donated 5 memberships. She's going to be contacting me within a day or so she can teach me and show me how to donate memberships because I would love to start doing that. I don't have a problem doing it. I told you guys there's about 2 places that you will find me in the chat conversing with the host, and that is on Lady T-Bug. You'll find me over there. Today came to my heart to bless her channel. It's humble, it's calm, it's light, and you know she touched on my girl Super Mayor. So I go over there to get you know some of their opinions and you know their thoughts about what's going on, and I like her commentary. You'll find me over there. You'll also find me which you guys never click on, 3 channels. Stand Up to Be Counted. No, it's not. That's another Cash App. It works. I can't change it now. But what you finna send me $5? Then super chat it, nigga. Super chat that $5. Super chat it. Super chat it. I have that one works too. I think that's PayPal. That is right. Stop playing. Ain't that it? Oh no. It's a 1. Ooh, child. How do I fix that, Shannon? Hold on. No. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Super chat that $5 right there, Shannon. Hold on. Oh, I can't fix it. I took it off. So that's good. All right, I took it off. Thank you, dear. Okay, now how do I... Okay, so there you go. I found it. I fixed it. I'm going to... Yeah, I hit it. I hit it. I hit it. No, but that... No, there... I have my other one. It is. It's actually one that says ONEPAPOOSE. Let me show you. So I have 2. I don't see your super chat. I don't know if you can see it. You see that? It's ONEPAP. So I have 2. I have 2. I have 2 Cash Apps. Yeah. And a PayPal. So it would have went to either one. Okay, so what was we talking about? I think that's it. Because I forgot. Pride face pink earrings. Pride face pink earrings. What's that, Miss Eva? I don't know what that is. Pride face pink earrings. PDQ. Hope you're good tonight. Again, thank you for supporting the chat. I love you for it. And guess what, you guys? I got to get out of here. We done just talked about a lot. So I will see you guys. The channel supports. The channel you support. Oh, and Stand Up to Be Counted. You know, I go over there to get my spiritual, my gospel, my words from spirit, from Stand Up to Be Counted. I leave her channel feeling wonderful, learning more, learning more. Oh, okay, gotcha. I'm learning more about Christ. So I love her channel, you guys. So you'll find me there. She comes on very early in the morning. I still have not been able to convince you guys to come over and read up, and you be into your Bible studies and stuff like that. And she likes the support, But good night, Rita. APZ, good night. All you guys, good night. And then my ninja channels. I haven't been on since I've been on vacation, but I will be popping up over there. They do have like a ladies night on Wednesday. So they got some ladies on the panel, and you're welcome to come and join in, hit the link and join into the discussion that they have. And they are funny. They're two funny guys, you guys. But, um, you know, uh, click on them for a minute. It's something different, and I get it, but everybody can use a little support. Next thing you know, you find yourself liking, where you went. And that's why, I stay there. I like where I am. And besides, I'm like the only person on the YouTube channel in the room. They do stream to Facebook, so they have a lot of Facebook followers. But I'll be the only person in the room over there on the YouTube, so I get a lot of attention, and I just like talking to them. They go over a bunch of different topics that's going on in the news that we would probably see coming up through your Google stream. And it'd be fun with them. They're funny. They sit there all day and be smoking their butt off, cracking me up. Anyways, y'all, I'm running my mouth. So y'all have a good night. Happy Thursday. Look at Priscilla. Look at Priscilla. Good night, everybody. And again, thanks for the memberships, you guys. Y'all have a good night. Wishing I could take a break from this world. Running on a hamster wheel, but searching for something I can't feel. I just wanna be a lost girl. Like a bird filled with wings, spread, levitate above the ground, and make eye contact with clouds. Now I'm rising, I'm soaring above it. Flip it green. Get the green. I wanna be free. I wanna be free. I wanna be free. I always daydreaming, never imagined I lose my spark. Living in this crazy time, putting back the pieces of my mind. I know how to run from the dark and fly. Till my wings spread, levitate into the clouds. I'm so high above the ground. I'm rising, I'm soaring above it. All I just wanna be free. I wanna be free. I wanna be free. I wanna be free. I am super. I'm rising. Good to see you again, Miss Eva. Appreciate you. Thanks for staying in the green to support the channel. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way out, you guys, and I will see you all soon. Peace out.